Hello. Hello, it's Dainty, and today, we're back with Revived Witch. Hello, hello. I thought I would share my P&T with you guys. This is season 5 of Path Not Taken in the global server, and I thought I would share my team comps and my rotations with you guys. So this is a max score. It's my first max score. I'm actually really excited. I maxed out all the points, partly because of Isabel, partly because I now know what I'm doing a little bit more. And I think I should be top 10 in all of them this week. Unless maybe someone can still kick me out of Flare, but also I don't really feel like resetting it, so it's like, I'm so sorry, it's like 2 a.m. right now, and TNT ends in 4 hours, so I'm gonna do my best to make this make sense. Alright, let's get started. I want to say I am not a theory crafter. Theory crafting it's not one of my strengths. I wish it was. I am a nerd for these kinds of things, but I'm just genuinely bad at it. So most of my rotations and my team comps were heavily helped by my friends and other people, and you know, the lovely strat of stalking rankings and seeing what other people are doing to try and replicate that. And then when that doesn't, other people have helped me with my rotations. This doesn't come from my brain. Let's start off. I filmed every day. I filmed in the training a run after I submitted my runs. So we're gonna look at those videos together, and I'm gonna briefly talk about my comps. I don't know how much detail I should put in. I don't know how much explaining I should do. Okay, so if we start with the weekly one, I have wait, where is it? Aha! This is Chloen's website, the Revived Witch database. It's very nice. I suggest you use it if you need Revived Witch PNGs. Okay, so here we have Priestess Flare. This is our weekly one. If we look at it quickly, we quickly notice there's no physical defense. Oh, right. This is our first PNT with Isabel, which is a whole other thing. Isabel is disgustingly OP, and she kind of completely breaks the meta of the entire, like, there's no more balance in the game for physical comps because she is just better than every single other physical damage dealer in terms of her skills, in terms of her UE. It's just not fair, and I kind of wish we would get a nerf, but that's not what this video is about. But yeah, basically her UE, when dealing crit damage, reduces the physical defense by 7%, stacking up to 5 times. So in PNT, physical defense shred and magic defense shred are super important. And then it just has crazy scaling. It's not fair. So everyone else is benched. I reset my cell. I am thinking of resetting my Akasha. I will not reset my Yui though, because I love her so much. And before I reset her very soon. Anyways, what were we looking at? I got off track. So yeah, magic defense, which means it's an Isa day. You could use other ones, but it won't be the fastest clears because Isa can just do better. And then the other ones, you'll notice they're all none of them buff the actual enemy. So it's you have less health, they hit you harder, you have less attack, and you have less shields. So which means that the boss is pretty squishy. Let's look at my video, Weekly Flare. Here, whoops. Okay, here we go. I think maybe I just let it play through once, and then, I don't know, should I comment on it? We'll see. I'm like, maybe not in the best state to explain things right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, I already filmed this video and it was like, it was really long. I over-explained. Okay, so let's watch it again together and quickly go through it. So, Flare here, as I said, she's kind of squishy. So this is one of the most typical basic team comps for Isabel. Basically, you have Isabel, who's gonna use her S2 with the stupid scaling to just kill all of the enemies. And then t10 here is mostly here for her, or she is entirely here for her passive, which is, let's see, it generates 1 chaos energy every 2 seconds. And then Amorai is here for basically recovers 2 chaos energy when she uses the skill Diagnosis. This is Diagnosis. Diagnosis also applies Psyched, which attacks ignore the enemy's physical defense for 20% of Sylph's attack. So this actually applies to each doll in the team. So it's what people often call, some people call it defense ignore and other people call it defense penetration. Basically, it's one doll will ignore this X amount of defense, whilst if you look at characters like Maya, that's what they call defense. Where do we have Maya? This is what they call defense shred, which is reduces magic defense, which applies to the enemy, applies soul disperse to the enemy. So that defense is for everyone in the team. That defense shred. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, but basically back to the video. Yeah. So then Amorai here is going to do her S1, which is going to apply this here. This is the psyched. This is the defense penetration for the enemy. And her S1 also, because of her passive, generates 2 extra chaos energy. So now we're up to 6 with another second. hewwo is going to bring it up to 7. And just at this moment, Amorai is going to Periwish. And now we have Dorin. We're going to be casting her S. Dorin's buffs are here. So her S2 increases allies attack 40%, crit damage 40%. S1 has a 20% damage bonus, but it doesn't scale with level. That's why this one is level 4. If it was level 5, it would just increase this, which is nothing, and we don't care about it. It's more when you cast S1, you get the passive buff, which is 40% chance of increasing all allies' crit chance. Woo! So also, Dorin's skills don't scale off of her stats, so it doesn't really matter what she's wearing in regards to that, because she doesn't really deal any damage. You just need her to not die mostly. So there, S2, and then when you cast S1, it's going to refill this back up, right? Boom, and you can see these stacks here are actually from Isabel's UE. So every time she attacks critical damage, she gets an extra stack of defense shred. So these are from her basic attacks that have been happening. And then, so now we've applied the Dorin buffs, we can do the Isa, her 7 stack crazy damage, and you just pray that all of them crit. And there you go. It's done. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I don't know how detailed I should be explaining these. But yeah, wait, that was the damage board. So you can see like Dorin does like basically no damage, so it doesn't really matter what she's wearing. t10, it does matter to a certain extent, but here she doesn't actually cast, so it doesn't matter. But her S2 buffs do scale off of her attack, so the more attack she has, the more those buff. Amorai doesn't scale off, so it doesn't really matter what she's wearing either. And then if we go here, just let the stats play. Basically here we have like an attack debuff, so crit rate and crit damage are going to be more important than your actual attack stats. Alright, okay. Let's go. Next day. Okay, daily 1. Oh, Minir Day! This is like Minir's first day in P&T. Isn't it exciting? Yeah, so there is a lot of Minirs, and then after you do start getting some Mayas as well. Oh, also just to note, I did get the frame, this P&T, on my alt account with using the exact same team the whole time. Thank you, Isabel. Like, you don't have to go into this much detail to play P&D. Okay. Let's look at my team. Okay. Okay, Eddine. Let's look at the video. Daily 1, sword. There we go. Okay. I think we'll do that again. I'll just let the video play. And then I'll comment. I don't know. Should I be commenting? Or is this like too much? Okay. Smack. So Tuanel dies, and then Meta replaces her. Meta, you would reset this until you got the red buff. So, a lot of the P&T challenges are, all of the top scores, they are heavily reset, which please do not waste all of your stamp to reset. It's actually, you just use the pause button in the corner here. Pause it, force close your game, open the game back up again, and it's gonna have restarted the fight at the beginning, and you can do this for hours. And most of the top scores have been reset at least a little bit. Either reset for, like in the weekly, would be reset for crit RNG, just hoping that more hits crit. And then in this case, the way Meta's mask buff works. Ooh, am I gonna explain everything? I don't know. Okay, so here we have Metamorphoses. If you look at here, her S1 is particular in comparison to other doll skills because she actually, her buff from her S1 is active whether you use her S1 or not. The only thing the S1 using the skill will do is it'll heal the allies for that tiny thing, but it will also change the buff on the mask. So I keep calling it the red mask. It's actually the rage mask. I just call it by the color I see. So you can see the red sparkles around here. This means that the rage mask is activated. So rage increases the attack of all allies equal to 40% of Metamorphoses attack. And also, when changing masks, the buff of the previous mask will still last for 5 seconds. So yeah, even when she joins the field, she gets a random mask, but she will have the buffs of 2 masks technically, one for 5 seconds and the other one for the duration of until she refreshes S1. Does that make sense? So on field here, she has the red mask, which means attack increase, and also 5 seconds of this one, which when you have a really quick fight, it makes quite a big difference. And her buff is reliant, it does scale off of her attack. So as many attack stats as you can on her skills. She can also be a sub DPS. She can deal a decent amount of damage. So yeah, you reset until when Metamorphosis spawns onto field, she gets that that buff, the right mask basically, because the energy it takes to change the mask and the time it takes to do that is too much when you're in the higher ranks of P&T, or when you're trying to do it really quickly. And then should I explain everything else, or some of it? I don't know. Okay, we start out here. We're gonna be doing Eddine S1. So Eddine is a very good character, but she's like a balanced good character, not like some people. She's kind of like meta. Well, she's a little bit better than meta as a sub DPS. Basically, when you apply her S1, increases order energy regeneration by 80%, which is a lot, which is really nice. And it also increases magic damage taken by enemies by 30%. And her... Ooh, I have like hiccups. Okay. Her passive skill on skill use increases all magic allies damage by 15%, stacking up to 5 times. So you do want to, and then her S2 is a stun and a magic defense shred. And then her UE, it annoys me that you can't look at it from in there. Okay. Her UE, when Eddine is in a team, increases all magic allies magic damage by 14%. This effect is boosted by 10% for every 1 point order energy. So it boosts, it does big boost. Basically. Yeah. So if we, and then Minir, basically she does more damage the more order stacks she has on her S1. So here what we're doing is we're building up all the buffs for Minir to then hit with her S1. So wait, that's not the start of it. Okay. Eddine, S1, and Minir is the only one who has an S2, so that's the one we're using. And then it will charge up these guys. Okay, and then the reason we're doing 2.0 S1 is because we don't want to lock Eddine into a skill. Even though, because 2.0's S1 only heals, which is, it doesn't actually do anything. But you are using 2 order energy to get to chaos energy, and you don't want to lock in Eddine's skill because Eddine's buffs right now are still active. They're active for 10 and 15 seconds at a time each, so you don't need to recast them right now. And then here, sweeping flash is coming. 2.0 is gonna pair wish, smack, and then you would get the meta red buff. Now you're ready for burst. You can burst, and now what's important also is you want it to not go onto meta's S1 skill, because if you press her S1 then the buff goes away, right? So you want it to do meta S2, which is extra buffs for the team also. So burst, Eddine, Minir, meta S2. Smack, 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 smack. There we go. Oh, right. 2 down. 5 more to go. I don't know if anyone is interested in this. Okay. And here, basically meta stats matter. Minir stats matter most. Oh, also Minir UE. How could I forget? Minir's UE. Also, Minir is usually not used in PNT. This is like a fluke that she's doing better. It's because we don't need a defense shred on this particular boss. Where's... Oh, I'm blind. There she is. When using a skill to deal magic damage, there's a 14% chance of inflicting extra magic damage, and yeah, so it just does more damage. It's also a stat. It's a lot of stats. I think also in this one, I had to pray that I wouldn't get the passive buff because it would mess up the energy rotation. Okay. Alrighty, kids, let's go to the next one. Snow Wolf, daily 2. Let's see. It's another Isa. It's a lot of Isa. So, let's look at the video. Daily 2 Wolf. Okay. Let's just watch it together. and then maybe I can explain it. Bum, 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 bum. Oh wait, we didn't even look at the skills. Shoot. Wolf. Okay. Yeah, so magic defense, which means we want to do physical damage to them. And then, okay, we have the order energy speed down, which is annoying. And then increases damage taken, reduces attack. Nice. Let's see. So that's why we need, actually, I think, oh. Okay, so what's happening? Wait, let's watch the video once. Basically what happened is I needed one ironed will proc. So because of the order degen, it means we have like basically no order energy. So there is the wonderful ironed will set. When taking damage, there's a 10% chance to restore one order energy, which means it's time to reset like crazy until you get it. So that's what's happening here. So I do film these on my phone, and I don't have space on my phone to like film a million runs. So I filmed the beginning of the run, and then I paused the recording until I got the right. So here, when the wolf attacks, smack. I wanted it to give me an order, but it didn't. So I reset until it happened, and now here's that order, and now we can proceed with the rest of the video. There we go. Okay, that was very fast. Let me explain. So the Dorin energy, basically, you know what happened there. Now we're going to, now with that one order energy from Iron Will, then we, by 10 seconds, we're gonna have regenerated one other stack of order energy. So here, Dorin S2 is gonna apply a buff to these girls. And then, wait, did it cast? I did cast it, okay. For a second there, I thought it didn't cast. Okay, and then she perishes. Amorai takes her place. Amorai, as we remember, she makes a bunch of chaos energy and applies buffs. And, yeah. The defense penetration buff, and also these stacks here are from Isa's Yui. And now we have 7 chaos energy. Isa is ready to smack. And then it's like crit RNG. So these hits here, I think in this video they actually all critted it. Did they all crit? They all crit. So yeah, you would reset till they crit. Beautiful. Okay, 3 down, 4 more to go. Let's just, I'll let the stats rain on the screen so that in case you're curious. Again, Isa stats important, Tuo stats mildly important. They're usually important, but if she doesn't cast, like, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Next one. Okay, ooh, this is a fun one. Okay, Archer is the bane of everyone's the bane of everyone's existence. Let's look at this. Look at this, my number 2. This was completely not theory crafted by me. Someone helped me a lot because I never would have figured this out on my own. Okay, but I can explain the rotation to you. So this one is a lot of Lilia users. Chloe's beautiful Lilia. Oh, she's so pretty, look. Ah. Okay, and then there's a couple. And then, so here we have, I think, Minir for the order. Here, what's happening? Okay, I can't explain other people's teams. I'm gonna explain my team. Let's go. Okay, so if we look at the boss skills, let's see. Okay, physical defense reduction. That's why we're using Maya, because she will shred the magic, the magic damage. Okay, order energy down. Gross. And then dolls max health reduced and monsters attack increased, which means our dolls are super squishy, which is why everyone is actually using tanks today, because we have no health and we're getting smacked really hard. So that's why everyone is using tanks. My brain is lagging. Yeah, everyone's using. You need a tank because the bosses just hit so freaking hard. Okay. Let me open the video. Here we go. Let's go. Archer. Energy. Okay, so here, actually, wait. Here I did click on order. Basically, my Caledonia is wearing Ironed Will, our beloved order energy, and this comp required a lot of reset because I needed 2 procs. So I played the video on 40% energy recovery, but it's doable with 80, just with a lot of luck with your your order procs from the Ironed Will set. But my phone cannot handle that many videos of how long it takes to reset for that. Oh yeah, okay, yes, so I showed it in the video. Okay, I'll just let it play once, and then I guess, and then we'll look at it together. Yo. Oh, I pause a lot in this video because I need time to think. Okay, here there's a cut because basically the archer's arrow hits someone randomly and I needed it to hit 2Ls, so I reset until that happened. And I restarted the video when it did happen, so it hit 2L, Maya took her place. You can still see 2 on the screen. Yeah, so cause they're so squishy, they just perish. They perish so easy. It's almost 3 a.m. Why didn't I film this sooner? Who am I? Okay. Oof. Oof. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, let me explain it now. 19 seconds. Okay. Basically, here we go. I think we start to, I've explained like all the dolls now, so it makes more sense. Okay. Caledonia is here because she's my best tank. And also, yeah, no, she's just here because she's my best tank. You could use other tanks also. She's my only one that I've built, so. Wait, that's not the beginning. Let's see. So here, they're going to, how do I explain this? Okay. We have the order degen on, which means we got like no order energy coming in. We do, however, have 2 making us chaos energy that we can use to build up our burst here. So Dorin is going to be doing S2 to build up burst. And Caledonia here is going to be taking hits, and I think it's 4 hits, and I want 2 of those hits to give me an Ironed Will proc. We're just, it's so, yeah, that was 2 hits. That was another 2 hits from Caledonia, and basically in those hits before she died, theoretically she would need to have regenerated 2 from the Ironed Will procs, and then 1 order energy would be from being on field for 10 seconds. And then, yeah, so we would be ready to cast Eddine S1 as soon as she comes on the field. And basically, so then we would use up 2 of these and there would be 1 left. And then why people hate archers is because, well, there's 2 of them for 1. And then for 2 is because this shot here is it kills the dolls. It's so strong they just die. And it's random, it RNG random onto one of the dolls. So here in the video it does shoot Dorin, I think, but I want it to shoot Maya, so then that's another reset fest of resetting until, not Maya, I want it to hit to a Nell so that Maya can come on field. So there's 2 ways to deal with these archer shots. You can either plan for your doll to die, and also the front doll is likely to die also because she's very squishy, so the front doll will actually die before the rapid shot, and then it would just kill both of your front dolls. The other way to stop it is by stun, and we'll see that just very soon. So yeah, here it hit Dorin. Boo. We want it to hit 2-0, so reset. Which is why this team comp was really, really painful, because I had to reset for 2 Iron Wheel procs, and then I had to reset for the arrow to hit the right person. It took me hours. Okay. So here we're at the same spot, except it hit 2-0. You can still see her on field. And then we have Maya. So, yes. Eddine S1 for all of the beautiful buffs. Eddine S1, hopefully as soon as Maya's on field. You can actually see it here. Increases magic damage dealt. That's from Eddine. And it applied to all of them. And you can see, like, Dorin and Eddine both have an extra stack of it because they've been on field longer than Maya. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. And then Dorin S2 to build up the flower stacks here so that we can burst. Here I'm pausing a lot just because I need to quickly click a lot of the skills, because I want Eddine's charged attack to hit exactly when I want it to. Yeah. So now we have Dorin's S2 buff, and we have Dorin's S1 buff. And now here we have enough order. Basically, we have 2 petals left. One is going to be for Maya S2, and then Eddine's S2 charge is going to fill in the last petal for this buff here. For the burst. There we go. And then you can see the power shot coming in, the second death shot. And the second way to deal with this is, oops, by stunning him. So Eddine S2 is actually stunned right before he could smack us down. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And then Maya S2, we keep increasing the defense shred. And Dorin S1, because we don't want her to be eating, because we need someone to be creating the chaos energy for Maya, right? And Eddine S1. Or not Eddine. There we go. Okay, that was that comp. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how to explain things. Yeah. Alright, I'll just let it show you the stats. So the stats that matter here are Maya's stats, basically. And Dorin is wearing defensive gear, but it wouldn't really matter if the arrow didn't hit her. But I just liked having it there. And then Eddine. There we go. Okay. Next boss. Next. So the reason that you would preferably want some damage or attack stats on Eddine is because she does deal like the tiniest bit of damage. I think you can see in like the, where's the, yeah, So she does like 22%. So, but it's not as crucial as Maya's stats, of course. Okay, next one. Okay, daily 4. Okay, 3 left. 3 left. Let's try to do these quickly. Okay. It's another Isabel day. Let's see. Okay, magic defense. That's why we have Isa. And then energy recovery speed, gross. Oh wait, no, it's both magic and physical. So Isa is just better than Maya at shredding defense. So that's why. But you could do both. I think some people did do magic. Increases doll's damage taken, and yeah. Okay, let's look at my video. Daily 4. Dun, 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 dun. I think this one. Okay, this one is also similar to the weekly one, except we're using Sirs, because we have Sirs. How do I explain this? I'll just let it play. Sirs has a I will not just let it play, I will explain it to you anyways. Sirs has a 50% damage bonus applied to the enemy, and it does stay on the enemy after her death. So that's why she's there. She can die quickly. And also, I think she's wearing Ironed Will so that she can get a proc. Is she? Yeah, so because of the order degen, I think in the video I didn't get it, but with that you could do more damage more faster. Let's look at it together. Let's see. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. Now we know all the dolls, it'll be easier to explain. So Sirs, yeah, our order is regenerating uber slowly. hewwo is doing this for us. So basically here, Sirs is getting smacked if she's wearing Iron Will. If she gets an Iron Will proc, you will get more extra energy here, which you could then use to create more chaos to be able to burst faster, essentially. So, Sirs is being smacked. And then as soon as Dorin's on field, we're just spamming her S2 to get the flower up. And then when she does her last one here, so if you had gotten an Iron Will proc, you would be able to cast that faster. Does that make sense? But yeah, as soon as she casts this, then hewwo's charge is going to be full, and it'll fill up the last 2 flowers. And then just naturally Isa S2 and Dorin S1 to S1. Yeah, and then you just pray that everything crits. And the more crits, the more better. Okay. That one was fast, right? Yeah. Okay. Approaching 3 a.m. Let's go. I think there's 2 left. Yeah, 2 left. Here are the stats that are important are Isa stats. And yeah, basically Isa stats. Yep. Oh, Amorai is there. She wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. Here. Oh, she's not. Oh, she was just there in the video, but I guess not when I actually did it. Let's go. Okay. Daily 5. What is this one? Ooh, Caledonia fun. I built Caledonia a while ago. I was happy that I was able to use her this PNT. Okay, let's see. What is this boss? Wolf. We've got magic defense, physical defense, and enemy health increase, and enemy deals more damage. So we've got some tinky boys that are smacking us hard. And because we have magic and physical, what we're doing today is, so Caledonia, we didn't go over her skills, did we? So we do know that Isabel can shred some defense. Caledonia can shred some massively more more defense. This is very niche, and I wouldn't recommend building her unless you're going for top ranks in PNT with like these specific modifiers. Okay. A basic rundown of how Caledonia works. Her S2 is here. Within 10 seconds, the enemy's physical defense reduces by 5% of Caledonia's physical defense every time they take damage. Can stack up to 100%. So she can get up to 20 stacks. So 20 times 5 equals 100. 20 stacks of physical defense shred, which is scaled off of her physical defense. So her physical defense value is actually very important. In this case, because the more physical defense she has, the more physical defense she can shave off of the enemy. And so, but the other values in her skills, like this doesn't really matter, and this, the scalable value, doesn't really matter either, because this one stays the same no matter what level it is. And then her S1 at Caledonia is blessed. That doesn't matter at all, so that's why you don't need to level this up. But you can go get this extra 288 physical defense. So that's why I think some people don't have this unlocked, or that's why they're not fully unlocked, because the skills don't scale off the stats that scale with the skills don't matter. Okay. And then her UE, when the defense reduction effect is active, all allies deal 14% more damage, and mostly is for this extra 1500 physical defense. And I didn't do the last level because I don't need that. Okay, let's look at the run. Okay, my civilians' health, and I think it was, yeah. So because they deal more damage, it does help to have a tank. The other dolls in the team are just there for the, oh my god. They're just brimstone for the extra 5% at 15% here. Team health at okay. We'll just look at one run through. There we go. You can do it, girl. All right. Okay. And now I shall attempt to explain. What is happening here? So every time Caledonia attacks, she can get the stack, right, of the physical defense shred. So Amorai can freely just give more energy to a Caledonia. So Amorai, Caledonia, then you'll see we start at, these are the defense stacks from Caledonia. Not the defense stacks, the defense shred stacks. And then you'll see I turned off auto because Amorai hits, and there's just enough time for Amorai, and then look at Kale here. She has her little pointy stick. Smack. It adds a stack. That's her basic attack. Just her like auto attacks. So wait for her auto attack before doing her next S2 so that she can get extra stacks in, and do that twice. So you'll see that I did it again. Amorai, Kale stick, hit before Kale S2. And then here Kale S2 is going to trigger Amorai's S2 because she'll finally be at 4 stacks, right? Here. Now she's at 4 stacks. As soon as Amorai is done doing her S1, Amorai's skills are so slow, guys. She'll trigger the flower. I keep calling it the flower. I don't know what it is. It's a star, isn't it? But yeah, so it'll start the burst, and then these stacks here are from Isa's UE, remember? And then basically we want these to be at 20, like I said, from Caledonia before we start bursting. So she's still doing her there. 20, burst, and smack. And then what's happening here, okay, wait. Is this making any sense? Oh my god, okay. So 20 stacks, 5 stacks, we burst. We burst and Isa does her S2, which smacks it very hard, and then you can pray for the crit RNG. And then what happens is that these guys, Caledonia can't recharge this, right? Because she can't use her S1. But Isa needs more chaos energy. But Amorai is freaking slow. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have Isa use her S1 to recharge the energy. It also gives like, what's Isa? It does a little bit of damage, but most importantly, it also does this. Increases crit chance. So that'll add 2 stacks of extra crit chance, which is helpful. But it's more about the not wasting time. By casting Isa's S1, you fill up the chaos bar faster than by waiting for Amorai to cast super slowly. There, so Isa S1, S1, and then Isa S2 for the last smack. There. Ah, did that make any sense? I don't know if it made any sense. Okay, it's officially almost 3 a.m. in 1 minute. I really should have filmed this sooner. So here, Isa's stats matter and Caledonia's defense stats matter. Remember last time we used Caledonia, her stats didn't matter. She was there as a tank that would be able to hold up for the first shots because it smacked so hard. Okay. Wrong thing. Last one! Last day. We're getting there. I'm so sorry this video is so long. This is the content nobody asked for. Okay. Daily 6. This is today. So it should be fresher in my mind, yet I'm blanking. Okay, Oh yeah. Do you like my meta at 69? Okay. Last one. Here we are. Archer again. Beloved Archer. Remember with the arrow shots of doom? Yes, this Archer. Okay. Increases magic defense. That's why we're doing physical. Also just because Isa is ridiculous. Okay. Healing and shield. Okay, wait. Okay. Enemy health is up. We take more damage and we have no shields. Aight. Nice. But we do not have disgusting order degens. Alright. Daily 6 Archer, let's go. Let's see. What did we do? This should be fresher in my mind because it just happened, but also, I have a bad memory. Okay. Let's just watch it once. Okay. And I think we know all the characters now, so I don't have to explain any of those. But yeah. Let's go. Oh, also another thing, you can always pause and see what things are applied to who, which can be very helpful. Just putting that out there. That was a jump cut because I needed the right person to die. Like in the last Archer one. Why am I pausing for so long? Okay. Okay, I can explain it now. Maybe we're just watching it once to refresh my memory. It's not for you guys, it's for me. Okay. Alright, here we go. Dorin S1, S2 applies the buffs to everybody. And then we do want to fill up our flower as fast as possible. So even though t10 S1 doesn't actually do anything, like it only heals, we don't want to use Dorin S1, because if I use Dorin S1, I can't cast S2 as fast. And I don't want to use Isabel S1 because it costs 50% more than t10's S1. So she's just here to fill up the chaos bar so that Dorin can fill up the flower. Does that make sense? I think it's twice. Then we get okay, then t10 dies, and then we have this rapid shot incoming from this guy, and we want it to hit Dorin so that meta can come on field. And remember earlier with the meta red mask buff, we want the same thing to happen here. And then again with the amorai, same thing also. She's here to cast her S1 so that we can get that small defense penetration buff. So this is so hard to explain. So many things happening at the same time. Okay. So burst, Isa, S2. Here the rabbit shot hasn't hit yet, but we want it to hit Dorin so that meta can come on, because while we will be able to kill this guy during our burst, we still have the second guy to kill after, so meta is there to buff afterwards. And because of the fight is so quick, Dorin's buff will still be applied to Isa after she dies. So here you can see, I don't know if I show it, yeah, you can see the shot actually hit Isa. She has no health here. So that's a reset on that. Reset until that shot hits the right person. So here the shot is about to come in and it does hit Dorin, so she's about to perish and be replaced with meta. If I can click play. Okay, there we go. Okay, Dorin's dead. Yeah. And then meta, we want her to have the red buff again so that it has all of the attack buffs. And so you kind of... how do I explain this? So that's why I'm tapping on her S2, is to have it not change the S1 buff, because I didn't set up the free auto. And then here, one thing that I didn't do in this video, but I did do in my actual run, was the same thing as earlier, where to not lose time, I used Isa S1 before using her S2 again, instead of dilly-dallying like I did here. So you can see like here, like there's just no energy. So it's faster if you do Isa S1 and then S2. Yeah! I think, did we get through all of them? We've got it. We did all of them. And by faster, I mean like a second faster. Yay! Okay, and now it's gonna show you. So here, what matters is, again, wait, can we see the damage board? So I think Dorin's not even, meta isn't on field long enough to even like deal any damage. So meta would deal damage if she was actually casting skills, but here she's really just there for her mask buff. Okay. Yeah. So stats. Meta's wearing, Dorin's wearing nothing so that she can die more better, and also her stats don't actually influence her damage. Amorai is wearing like defensive stuff so that she's less squishy. All right. Did we get through all of them? That's... Yay! I don't know if that made any sense. This is an hour long. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay. Am I still... I'm still top 10. Yay. Well, I hope this was informative. I hope that it helps to have someone try to explain it. Oh no, what happened? I broke it. Oh no. Oh, okay. They're back. I hope it helps to have someone explain it. I wish so. Well, I had many. As I said, I'm not a theory crafter. This is taught to me by other people. I hope it came out okay. Alright, okay. I am now going crazy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I don't know if this made any sense. I need to do my dailies also. Yeah. Okay. No, wait, no. Did I do my dailies? I did do my dailies. I need to use my stem. Oh, wait. I also... Oh. Oh, I can buy... Wait, we can do this together. Where is it? Amanami. Oh, there's no W? I thought there was a W. Amanami. People use her a lot in teams with Eddine and Maya. Did it work? Wow! Wow! She's so pretty. I wanted her forever. But also, I'm kind of poor right now. I can't build her. Unlock unique equipment. I already had her. Yui copies. I pulled on her Yui banner without having her. Yay! Okay, next PNTA. Hopefully I can play with her. She's so cute! Okay. Oh wait. Perfect. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye! I hope you have a beautiful day. Farewell.